wonderful you are, and you stop saying things like, I'm really stupid and stuff, and you start to treat yourself with a certain amount of respect. And this makes an enormous difference, because what you give out in life is what comes back to you.
Good afternoon. One of you, please let me know if the background noise is not too much.
Yes, it's fine.
Fine, right? Okay. So, just now we were listening about the mirror work by Louise Hay herself. Now, let's quickly revise the day 3 affirmations and journaling thing, and then we will not do an extensive revision today, because the previous chapter we have revised in length and breadth the day before. So today we will do a good revision, good coverage of day 4. Day 3 mirror work exercise goes like this. Again, it starts with the bathroom mirror. So it indicates that we need to do it in the morning. That is the best time to start. And then we need to take a deep breath, which is not mentioned, but it is always recommended to do with a deep breathing. And then look into our eyes, self. Then say the affirmation. Whatever I say to myself, I will say it with love. When it is said that I will say it with love, that means I will say non-judgmentally. I will not judge myself. I will not create any guilt. I will not create any hate towards myself also, neither to others. So this is what actually we need to feel. So what I say and what I feel, that both the things need to be aligned. Otherwise, affirmation doesn't work. Whatever I say to myself in this mirror, I will say it with love. And when we practice this again and again and again, we will have the habit of saying this to anyone and everyone with love. And our self-talk to ourselves also will transform. Our self-talk will be transformed, and our way of communication to others also will be transformed. Then the 5th step says, is there a statement that you heard as a child that still stick in your head? Maybe something like you are stupid, or you are not good enough, or whatever else comes to your mind, that we need to reflect. We need to do a deeper reflection. Reason being, many times actually we have gathered a lot of memories which might cover the childhood memories to a greater extent. So we need to do a little deeper reflection. Might happen in the first time, it is not happening the first time, nothing comes in the first time, or nothing we can realize in the first time. We should not stop still we need to do it, repeat it, and with repetition we become better. We become better what we are doing. So we need to ensure that we are doing the right thing. This is also a catch. Repetition doesn't guarantee that we will become perfect. So practice makes a man perfect. That's a wrong phrase. Practice makes a man. Whatever we are doing, in that sense, we are getting perfect. If we are doing something wrongly, then we will be perfect in doing the thing in wrong way. So we need to also have the right cognizance to decide if we are doing the right way or not. Not only this, but also it is applicable to everything in life. Now, author is saying, take time to work with negative statements and turn them into positive affirmation. Few example she has given. I am smart. I am more intelligent than I realize. I am a genius with an abundance of creative ideas. I am a magnificent person. I am lovable. I am worth loving. And we have also seen and discussed in depth that whatever we are deserving, whatever we are doing, and whatever we are deserving might not be proportional. If it is the case of love, if it is the case of peace, if it is the case of happiness, these things are internal characteristics of every person, every human being, or in spiritual terms, every soul. Every soul has those unique ability that is our birthright, and we can feel and experience that any at any point of time. We do not need to uh, make it conditional. No one can make it conditional. It is our own perception which is stopping us and making us feel that if we are if we want to experience this, then we have to do this, or we have to achieve this, or we have to cross this much of distance. So all these things are our own mental concussion. So we need to be aware of that. So the statements which are negative, which came out of our mind, we need to make a positive transformation to all of them. Step number 6 says choose one or two of these new positive affirmations and say them over and over again. Keep saying them until you feel comfortable with them. Why author is saying this? Because many times few people have just started their journey of affirmation. For them it may be very difficult to believe that affirmation really works. And for others who are doing affirmation, for them also it is a little different type of affirmation, wherein actually they might feel that it is a self um, what do you say, like pride kind of statement that I am saying, or something silly I am saying, something stupid thing I am doing. So all these questions might come to our mind. We need to be aware that these things are very normal and natural. Normal, not natural, normal, because people have a different mindset, and author has already given the hint that it let it come if it comes, but we need to persist. And we need to just repeat with feeling. The last step, step number 7 says each time we pass a mirror or see our reflection in window throughout the day, we need to stop and repeat these loving affirmations. Underline this loving affirmation. It is not just positive affirmation, loving affirmation. So why it is loving affirmation? Because we are every time we say these affirmations, we need to feel the real love, the real peace, the happiness. If that is not there, then the affirmation is also having very little value or might not work at all. So please be aware and make sure that these are the steps that we need to follow. So when we are reading also, we need to read in such a manner that we do not miss these small points. We need to churn, we need to catch the pointers, the main theme that author is trying to, the main message that author is trying to convey us. Then we can implement it rightly. So I hope it is helpful. I have just given the tidbits of the thing. Now let's move to the journaling exercises. Only 3 questions in this chapter author has given. However, these 3 questions are very, very powerful. The first question goes like this. We need to reflect and see, did I repeat a negative story today? And we have also discussed that we need not to do this only before we go to bed, because very likely, and especially when we are starting in the very first time this journaling thing, we might feel like not doing it. Our mental energy becomes low, becomes generally low. So when we get up in the morning, it is at 100% on the capacity that individual has. For that individual, it is 100%. And as the time passes, the energy, mental energy, and even the physical energy becomes slowly reduces. So that time we might not be able to do it properly. So every 2 to 3 hours, just take 1 quick minute and reflect whether I have told any negative story today. Okay, just reflect. It is easy to recall last 2 to 3 hours than recalling the full day. Then the author is saying that we need to write down also how many times we have repeated this negative story, whatever came to we caught, and if we have told this negative story to few peoples, that also we need to write it down. So it is good. It's definitely good if we write it down. But in case you are not in a position to write it down, or you're thinking that let me procrastinate and do it later because writing is involved. So in the beginning, do not do that. Just think in your mind and let's do it. And slowly, once we get the habit of doing it in mind, then we can come back to the paper level also, notebook level also. Idea is to do, idea is to take the first step. Now write down something positive you can tell those people tomorrow that will help them feel better about themselves and everyone around them. So we need to basically, author is saying to convert it to a positive story, and that positive story we need to tell to people, okay, to people around the same people or similar people, like whatever may be the number. Suppose to 5 people I have told the negative story today, and tomorrow I need to make sure that the positive story need to be told to 10 people, okay, so that we also come out of our pseudo comfort zone. Give me a second, someone is calling. Okay, so that is the first journaling question, and the second journaling question says that write down the word should. Sorry, write down the word should. Next to it, make a list of words to use instead of that. Okay, so what basically author wants to point out here that every time we say should, we are actually limiting ourselves. We are limiting the choices for ourselves, and also it is true for others. When we are saying you should do this, you should do that, or I should do this, I must do this, then we are actually limiting the choices. And when we all know that when we are limiting the choice, we are cutting away the freedom, and the soul from its root loves freedom. When we give the freedom, we do better. So instead of should, just replace it with could, so that we are giving the freedom to operate. Okay, and the third is post several of these new positive affirmations you learned today on your mirror, so you can participate them whenever you see them. Okay, so these are the 3 journaling questions that we need to reflect. Now let's come to day 4. The day 4 starts with the letting go of your past. It is so important topic. I would request all of you to just stop if at all you are doing any kind of multitasking and focus on today's chapter, and we will do a deeper reflection also if time permits today. Otherwise, tomorrow in the revision session we will do the deeper reflection. Letting go is very important for anyone and everyone. So I would request one of you to take over and start reading.
Yes, may I?
Yes, Suman.
Letting go of your past. Today, you start to let go, release blame, forgive, and move on. How did you do yesterday? Do you feel that you are learning to let go of some of your past hurts and tune your self talk to a more positive channel? I am so proud of you for loving yourself enough to do these lessons every day and to use your mirror work to reprogram all the old tapes you have been playing in your head. Ever since we were little children, ever, every message we have received, everything we have said, everything we have done, everything we have experienced has been recorded and stored in the filing cabinet in our core, our gut, our solar plexus. I like to imagine are little messengers there, and that all our thoughts and experiences are recorded on tapes that the messengers put in the appropriate files. Many of us have been accumulating files with labels like I am not good enough, I will never make it, I don't do anything right. We are buried under piles of old negative tapes. Today, we are going to surprise the little messengers. We are going to do our mirror work and send new messages to our core. I am willing to let go. I release blame. I am ready to forgive. The messengers will pick up these new messages and say, what is this? Where does this get filed? We have never seen this one before. Can you imagine how wonderful it would be if every day you learn a new way to let go of the past and create harmony in your life? My dear ones, you have already started by doing your daily mirror work. Each day, you are clearing out the layers, the blocks of the past. Each time you say an affirmation in front of, yes, in front of the mirror, you are removing another layer. What are the layers of your past that are keeping you from living a happy and fulfilling life? What are the blocks preventing you from forgiving yourself and your past? I think we have
Yeah.
trouble.
Yes, Sumanji. I think let's give
Yes,
some opportunity to others. Thank you. It's
ji.
really a wonderful read. So may I request someone else to take over from here?
Can I can I go ahead?
Yes, Deepaji.
I think we have trouble identifying these blocks because we honestly don't know what we want to let go of. We know what is not working in our life and we know what we want to have in our life. Yet we don't know what's holding us back. Everything in your life is a mirror of who you are. Just as a mirror reflects your image, your experiences reflect your inner beliefs. You can literally look at your experiences and determine what your beliefs are. If you look at the people in your life, you will see that they're all mirroring some belief you have about yourself. If you're always being criticized at work, it is probably because you are critical and have become the parent who criticized you as a child. Remember, when something that's happening in your life does not feel comfortable for you have the opportunity to look inside and ask, how am I contributing to this experience? What is it within me believes that, that believes I deserve this? How can I change this belief? How can I forgive myself and my past and learn to let go and move on? Should I read the last sentence also?
Yeah.
Let's affirm I let go of old limitations and beliefs. I let go and I'm at peace.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Deepaji. So these are the affirmation, but let's see the affirmations in stepwise. So may I request someone else to take over from here?
May I?
Yes, Sukji. Shilpa-ji, right? Yes, okay, good. Nice, I remember.
Okay, so I start with your day 4 mirror work exercise. Is that right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So number 1 is to stand in front of your bathroom mirror. Number 2 is to take a deep breath, and as you exhale, allow all the tension to leave your body. Number 3, look at your forehead and imagine that you're pressing a button that ejects a disk of all the old beliefs and negative thoughts that have been playing in your head. Reach up and imagine that you're pulling this recording out of your head and throwing it away. Number 4, now look deeply into your eyes and tell yourself, let's make a new recording of positive beliefs and affirmations. Number 5, say these affirmations aloud. I'm willing to let go. I release. I let go. I release all tension. I release all fear. I release all anger. I release all guilt. I release all sadness. I let go of all limitations and beliefs. I let go and I'm at peace. And I'm at peace with myself. I'm at peace with the process of life. I am safe. Number 6, repeat these affirmations 2 or 3 times throughout the day. Number 7, throughout the day, whenever any difficult thoughts arise, take out your pocket mirror and repeat these affirmations. Become familiar with them so that repeating them becomes a part of your daily routine.
Thank you.
Would
Thank
you
you,
like- yeah.
Mensukji. Yeah. Mm.
It is
Who is-
meh. I don't know how to write meh in English.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. As
Okay.
long as we are understanding the meaning, it's perfect. We are
Okay.
we are happy being. I am
That's
happy.
it.
That's it. Yeah. Yes. Who is next? Probably this is the last or last but one. 3 are there. 3 passages.
I'll go.
Yes, you can.
Discussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
The power is within you. Your day 4 journaling exercise. I find that most of the problems in our lives are caused by what I call the big 4: criticism, fear, guilt, and resentment. In your journal, create 4 columns, heading each with one of the big 4 categories. Think about what role they play in your life. Write your thoughts and feelings about each category in the appropriate column. From step 1, take the 2 categories you wrote the most about and write down 10 positive affirmations in each category. For example, if one of the categories is resentment, you might write affirmations like, I now choose to release all hurt and resentment. The more resentment I release, the more I love I have to give. Everything in our lives is a mirror of who we are. Think of the people in your life who are the most challenging for you. What are the traits that bother you most about them? Write those down. Look at the traits that you listed in step 3. Write down how each of these traits mirrors a belief that you have about yourself. You might also want to jot down what you have learned about yourself in doing today's exercises.
Thank you, Srikantji. This
Thank
next last two paragraphs. If no one, let me read. Your heart thought for day 4. I can let go. We create habits and patterns because they serve us in some way. It is amazing how many illness we create because we want to punish a parent. We may not be doing this consciously. In fact, in most cases, it is not conscious. But when we start looking within, we find the pattern. So this is the process. This is still, there is a little deeper means by which we can find these patterns. We are going to discuss, or we are discussing that in the abundance group. But yeah, deeper reflection is definitely a helpful step. And when we do deeper reflection, then we find the pattern. We often create negativity because we do not know how to handle some area of life. If that is the case, ask yourself, what am I feeling sorry about? Who am I angry at? What am I trying to avoid? How do I think this will save me? These are the questions that we need to ask. Okay, so that we can do a proper deeper reflection. If you are not ready to let something go, you really want to hold on to it because it serves you. It doesn't matter what you do, you will not be able to let it go. However, when you are ready to let something go, it is amazing how easy it is to release it. It is so, however, when you are ready to let something go. So, who is holding it? It is we who are holding it, whether it is consciously or unconsciously. Probably unconsciously, we are holding it. And because of this act of ours, we are not letting things go. And who is going to suffer? It is only we who are going to suffer because of this act. Your day 4 meditation, a new decade, day 4 of the audio download. See a new door opening to a decade of great healing. A new door is opening to a decade of great healing. And what we need to do? We need to see. How we can see? We can visualize. That is, with our third eye, we can see this. Healing that we have not understood in the past. We are in the process of learning about all the incredible abilities that we have within ourselves. We are in the process of learning about all the incredible abilities that we have within ourselves. Okay, we can do that actually. It is not difficult also. But once we learn these incredible abilities that we already have in ourselves, then the outcome that we are producing will be very different compared to the outcome that we were producing earlier when we were unaware. The author is saying, and we are learning to get in touch with those parts of ourselves that have the answers and are there to lead us and guide us in ways that are for our highest good. See this new door opening wide and imagine stepping through it to find healing in many, many different forms. For healing means different things to different people. Some people think that healing is only the physical healing. It has actually different meaning to different people. So some of us have bodies that need healing. Some of us have hearts that need healing. Some of us have minds that need healing. So we are open and receptive to the healing that each person needs. We open the door wide for personal growth and we move through this doorway knowing we are safe and so it is. Knowing that we are safe and so it is. So this completes day for reading. Day for deeper reflection and churning we will be doing tomorrow. So before we wind it down, if anyone wants to share any aha point or point which you want to kind of definitely practice, then please share.
May I?
Yes, Shilpa ji.
Okay. Actually, it fits tomorrow, but I'm not sure if I can join tomorrow. So I'll take this opportunity. I have the experience that I'm going to share. I think I have done it in another context earlier, but it fits here, perfect. So this was when you read about letting go, who is responsible to let go. Something that is holding you, that you are holding to that serves you. So I just want to give you an experience of mine when I was a kid. I lived very close to the beach. So one day when my sister could not join us, my younger sister, so I collected some sand to bring the beach to her. And to my astonishment or to my shock, when I reached home and I opened my palm, the sand had disappeared. There was just few grains of sand and not the whole hand was not full of sand. So I was really, I started crying and I went to my dad and he told me, okay, next day we go and we'll collect the sand, but we'll do it in a different manner. So the next day I went and instead of making a fist, my dad asked me to keep my hand open, just cup my hand. And just by cupping my hand, I had more sand to take with me. So this shows me that when I hold anything tight, first of all, it's only a 500-meter walk, but being a kid, just to hold the fist for so long was painful. And just to open it up a little bit, let it breathe, let it stay in your arm and not let it go. It taught me a big lesson in life, to open up, to let go, to hold, not to hold tightly, to let it breathe. And this, I would like to say, I've used it in my relationships with my kids and everything, and they have worked beautifully. Thank you.
Beautiful experience. Yes, that's very true. We need to learn the let go thing, and the experience is certainly helpful to relate better, connect better. Thank you, Silpaji. And just to summarize, yes, Sumanji, you want to share anything?
It was by mistake raised the hand. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So, just before we close the call, let me repeat the affirmation. Today's affirmation is I am willing to let go. I release. I let go. I release all tension. I release all fears. I release all anger. I release all guilt. I release all sadness. I let go of old limitations, old beliefs. I let go and I am at peace. I am at peace with myself. I am at peace with the process of life. I am safe. I am peace. So slowly, even we can change this statement, I am at peace with myself. Then slowly we can convert to I am peace. I myself is peace. I am love. I am at the best of situation, or I am loved by someone, that is also good. But slowly I love myself, that is also good. Then slowly we can transform it to I am love. So when I am love, it is the most powerful state or situation, or um, powerful affirmation, that is the right thing also. That is the right affirmation. So these are the affirmations that author has suggested. If it is difficult for you to remember, write it in a pen and paper and keep it with you, and just iterate whenever you can. If that is also looking difficult, then just take one or two lines in this uh, some 5 to 6 affirmations that author has given, or in this line, whichever of affirmation is looking good to you, you iterate again and again, and it is going to give a wonderful impact. And here Nisaji is saying, PK Sivani Didi says that I am a divine soul and I have a peaceful mind. I have been saying this whenever I remember this. Very true. I am a divine soul and I have a peaceful mind. So I have a mind and I am a soul. So I am not the mind, I am a soul. And that is, even to glorify or to go deeper, I am a divine soul. And the divinity, in terms of love, in terms of peace, everything like is already embedded in it. So thanks for sharing this, Ajay. It is wonderful affirmation to carry and will give similar kind of result, provided we are saying this not in hurry or not in a state of less trust or less belief. We need to say this with feeling, with 100% belief, and then it works like a wonder. So with this, I'm really grateful and have a great day to all 11 of you, and see you again tomorrow at the same time, 1:30. Thank you all.
Thanks, Prakashi.
Thank you, Sikanji.
Thank you, Vikashi. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sumanji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manikaji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nisaji. Thank you, Deepaji.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Because,
Mangsukji.
because